Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Enter the Gungeon, the Gungeons and Dragons episodes. I'm Nye. We're gonna go play. We're gonna go. This is my relaxing time. Gungeon is how I am relaxing. It's how I'm not doing other stuff. One of the lovely and amazing things about working from home is that, number one, I can kind of take my lunch break whenever I want. So I can just go, okay, well, it is time for me to sit back and play an hour of Gungeon. Let's do it. So, you know, that's always a thing. But, I can also kind of eat whenever I want. Like, I can just walk away from my desk for, like, 3 minutes, walk over to the fridge, grab a bite to eat. Today I'm gonna have to go pick something up, actually, because, I need to go get groceries. But still, like, that's, you know, total of, like, 12 minutes total to run to local fast food, grab something, and drive back. Not too worried about that. Especially because I always take my lunch breaks kind of late. And so because I take my lunch breaks late, typically fast food does not have a huge line when I go. But that means that I can kind of play Gungeon. It's like, okay, well, Gungeon takes me like an hour and 10 minutes. Sure, that's my lunch break. I have to... Yeah, I gotta wait for stuff to do anyways. So, I mean, apart from that, really kind of nothing happening on my my side of the universe over here. My side. Half the universe is mine, half it belongs to the rest of you. But yeah, kind of nothing going on worth noting. I've been doing a lot of magic, which you guys know. Been playing some Dungeons and Dragons. Been doing some stuff. Had an incident in Dungeons and Dragons. We were hello. Awesome. We're gonna get an extra item here, which is potentially good because my regular item is a brown chest, so we might not get anything good in there. Playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I've mentioned this before. One of the players who I play with plays a bard, and he's more about the role playing and social aspect of D&D. He actually does not like. He's okay with combat, but he's not huge into combat. He's not huge, and he especially does not like dungeon crawling. And the problem is that for the time being, we're in a dungeon. Like, been in a dungeon for the past couple of sessions. It's a fairly large one that we're working on. But you gotta understand that not all of the rest of us are built for, you know, like, none of us mind role-playing. We all have fun with it. None of us really mind. You know, we enjoy the social interaction, but there's a certain point where when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons that you should, you know, go into a dungeon and potentially fight a dragon. Like, this is kind of a basic part of the gameplay experience is to be, those are part of it. So he's been complaining that we're in the dungeon, which is fine. You know, everybody likes different things. You know, and the thing is, we got on his butt because he was trying to get the DM to start a bardic tournament, which would be this entire kind of story arc for him to allow him to do basically Battle of the Bards. But all of us were kind of aware of the fact that when this Battle of the Bards happened, we would basically not be a part of it. Like, okay, what are you going to give me? You're going to give me the bug boots, terrible item off of that. You're going to give me an amazing item. A Holy Grail is fantastic. Let's go get our weapon, which is going to be the Tommy gun. Okay. Holy Grail is amazing. Bullet King, okay. Well, the hope is there that I will not get hit, but if I do, all my ammo comes back. But yeah, so, you know, we all kind of were annoyed by the fact that we were basically going to end up getting was essentially a tournament just for this guy. Like, it's just bards against bards. That's, oh, god damn it, I'm bad. It's just bards against bards. It's all this tournament would be. So the rest of us, you know, we have me, who's a thief, we got a paladin, we got a, you know, undead warrior, we got a centaur archer. The rest of us would just kind of be hanging out, sitting on our thumbs, doing nothing while this happened. So when it turned out that, hey, you're probably not going to be doing that bardic tournament, the rest of us were like, oh, thank God. You know, like, we wouldn't have... Ooh, got the serious cannon. Nice. we wouldn't have minded doing it. Like, that's the important, excuse me. That's the important thing to note about this. We wouldn't have minded doing the Bardic Tournament, but all of us were kind of an opinion that, like, this is, Tom Sawyer, you tricked me. This is not as fun as previously advertised. So when he's sitting here complaining about, okay, I would like to be out of the dungeon sometime soon, it's kind of understandable, but it was kind of a consistent thing. But somehow, in the middle of a dungeon, in our 3 sessions, each session we have somehow spent an hour and a half talking to NPCs. I'm going to repeat that, just so the import of what I just said travels across the interwebs to your ears. We're in the middle of a dungeon. It's a sewer. Like, sewer. Oubliette, as in where I'm going next. The place that your poop goes. Sewer. We have had 3 different sets of non-player characters that were not hostile. Well, once that was hostile, we just scared them enough that they stopped fighting. But 3 excuse me, 3 sets of characters that we ended up conversing with for an hour and a half. And 2 out of 3 times, it was this player who was doing it. So it's not as if he's not getting, his own part of it. But this latest time, I kind of take exception to. See, storyline-wise, we have been chasing down this supposed child thief. Turns out now that this thief is not a child. This thief that we are chasing is very much an adult that just looks like a child for some reason. Some sort of racial thing, I don't know. Some sort of race looks like a child all the time. Excuse me. My throat, apparently. But, we've been trying to chase down this child. Because this child has stole something from us. Basically this egg that just so happens to be a demon's phylactery of a demon who is basically going to destroy the world. That's our job to stop them. So we've been chasing this child. And we finally have found, we knew this child went into the sewers. We knew something terrifying was chasing them. Because we tried making contact using a sending spell, and the response we got back was a bunch of screaming. So, a lot of complicated nonsense in there. So we finally caught the child, and what we found is we found this room with a statue of a dwarf surrounded by a bunch of, like, guardian statues. And the child has its arms and legs. I'm going to call it a child because that's what it looks like. We don't know this thing's name. All my character knows is this is another thief that stole from me, which is contrary to the rules of being a thief. You don't steal from other thieves unless there's something special going on, and generally you let them know because you're not a dickwad like that. So my character is a little bit pissed off about this whole situation. But we found the thief tied up on the altar. And standing next to the child was a dwarf who was investigating the dwarf statue, and was not. The only reason this dwarf was not visibly armed is because his armament was leaning onto the statue. Kind of one of those situations. So, what we know about this dwarf is, number one, we know that we need the child, because the child has the thing, and the dwarf has the child. The dwarf apparently is aggressive, because the child thing was running away from the dwarf at one point, and screaming, so the dwarf was probably aggressive. But also, we had just fought this kind of undead army, and which was killed entirely by one of our guys. I kid you not, there was 40 zombies, and I killed 6 of them between me and a bunch of tigers that I pulled out of a bag. Don't ask, my character does things. So 40 zombies in a corridor that were kind of coming at us because we tripped a trap. And our undead warrior has this ability that says once you kill an enemy, you get an extra bonus attack, extra bonus action, which in his case is basically just extra attack. You get an extra bonus action, and you get to move another 15 feet. So basically, he just starts chainsawing through the zombies all by himself. The Centaur Archer is resetting his weapon because he uses this gigantic siege ballista. And my rogue and the paladin are talking about hair care tips. I shit you not. We had nothing to do, so we just started talking about how do you not get helmet hair. So there were a pair of whites that were supposed to attack us, but we scared them shitless. Or at least the undead warrior did. So we convinced them to talk to us, and they told us that there was a dwarf that was down here with us that was the Lord of the Overworld, and the DM kept stressing how important it was that we know this. So we're like, okay, there's a dwarf down here who's scary, and he commands the loyalty of whites. So we see this dwarf, and we're like, okay, this is the dwarf. So it's like, so it was basically this feeling of, in all respects, this dude is a threat. So once I see that he's visibly armed, but he doesn't have his weapon on him, I came back to my team, because I was scouting, because I'm a good rogue. Came back to my team, and I said, look, I'm going to go steal his weapon, and then you guys can go talk to him. Most of my team thought this was a fantastic idea, and we're all aboard. The Bard was not. He thought that we should maybe not start off a discussion by stealing the guy's weapon. Keep in mind, this guy wouldn't have seen me coming, and would not have known his weapon was stolen. But the Bard decided this would be a terrible idea. So, without discussing this with the rest of us, while we're discussing a plan of action, the Bard decides to just start walking at this guy. Like, out in the open, no stealth, just start walking at him. And all of us are like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, this is going to completely screw us. So he walks up and starts talking. And he starts pretending that he is just in this ancient dwarven sewer by himself. But the problem is, that was the original idea, right? He was going to say, by myself. But the problem is, the player accidentally said the word us. And our DM does not let something like that fly, so he immediately goes, wait, what do you mean us? Well, it just so happened that I had my spider familiar was in the area. It's what I was using to kind of see the dwarf in the first place before I started scouting it personally. So he goes, oh, me and my spider, and gestures to my spider. Keep in mind, we're about 80 feet away. I'm listening to the entire conversation through the spider. So our dude's already caught in a lie. And basically, he continues to lie to this dwarf. This dwarf finds him out. And they have a conversation. He's like, okay, well, I need, you caught the girl. I need her. And the dwarf's like, well, that's not going to happen. I'm a bounty hunter. She's my bounty. I'm taking her in. Oh, you're taking her into this city over here? And the dwarf goes, well, no. Because someone else, asked for a bounty. So I'm not taking it to that city over there. And, the guy goes, oh, well, we're due representatives of that city. And he shows off this forged letter that I had written earlier for a completely different use that never got used. The guy's like, that's strange, because I also have one of those letters. And he shows an actual legitimate one. So we're getting fucked 9 ways till, 9 ways till Sunday. Like, we're getting screwed over and over and over because we did not, because our bard is trying to lie. He's not doing a very good job of it. And he keeps getting caught out. So, we're... So, our bard goes, okay, you know what? She just has something I need. I'm just going to go check her items. And the dwarf immediately grabs his weapon. He's like, you will not. And brandishes the weapon, aggressively. At this point, because I'm watching through my familiar's eyes, I start making that kill gesture, with your hand flat blade-like going across your throat to my team. And my team immediately understands exactly what I'm saying. Shit's about to go down. Shit is not good. We need to do something. So all of us start advancing on this dwarf. But 2 of us, namely me and somehow the undead warrior, I don't know how he got one, but we try to stealth up, and 2 of us, me and the undead warrior, actually get reasonable stealth rolls. So we advance on this dwarf, and this dwarf looks, and he notices, all of us advancing on him, or at least he notices some of us advancing on him. He doesn't notice me, like I said. There, we got him. Doesn't notice me because stealth. But he's like, you know, so where are all these guys coming from? Well, I might have had a couple more guys than I originally told you about. Oh, you think? But, so Dwarf is still making angry noises. So I decide that I'm tired of his bullshit, and he had put his weapon on his back. And I happened to be standing right behind him, and he didn't see me because thief with really good stealth, or at least a really good stealth roll. So he didn't see me. So, you know, I said to the DM, how is that weapon secured? He's like, well, it's secured just kind of like in a loop. It's like in a holster? No, it's just like in a loop. And I said, oh, okay. So it's not particularly secure. No, it really isn't secure. Okay, I'm gonna try to steal it from him. And my entire team's like, oh god, are you seriously gonna try to steal this from off his back? And I'm like, fuck yes I am. I'm a thief. So the thing is, my sleight of hand score, I get plus 14 at level 6. My sleight of hand score is amazing. So I ended up rolling, I forget what it was. It was some stupidly high sleight of hand. And the DM's just like, okay, you know what? You stole his weapon right off his back. He doesn't even notice. So I'm literally just holding on to his weapon, just waiting to see, okay, what is, you know, what's going to happen? Are we going to have a fight? Because, you know, I really don't want him to have his weapon. So we end up talking to him. He's a bounty hunter. This girl's a legitimate bounty on her. Problem is, so does our undead warrior. So there's already tension with the undead warrior. I have a ready to action to stab the guy in the back with a dagger of mine if he makes any threat, if he even reaches for the weapon that I stole from him. Luckily, the dude never actually does it. But I've ready to action. Turns out he's actually working for the same people we are, specifically for my boss. It's this whole shebang. So, you know, it ends up that we do not end up, you know, attacking this dude. But eventually I put his weapon down, but I specifically put it down like 10 feet away from where he's actually standing to make it clear that it was off of his back the entire time. And he doesn't even know I'm there yet. I've been investigating the room for a while. Dude does not even know I am in the room, which I love. I love this fact. Dude is not aware that I exist until he goes and asks, well, there's anybody else as part of your party? Because he's seen everybody but me. And the bard mentions that there's a tiefling running around, me. And he goes, wait, where's the tiefling? Oh, we don't know where she is. She's somewhere. Because keep in mind, none of my party knows where I am either. He's like, okay, well, I'm glad she's not in here because this place is dangerous. But it's like, it's this whole shit show. And I'm just sitting here going, well, I would have been useful, but, you know, bards. Keep in mind, so he was complaining about us being in this room. He's also complaining that we're not taking his ideas. We were looking for a secret treasure, and we found this pool of literal shit water. I'm not joking. That is what it is. It was not like, this is not a guess. This is what the DM made clear we knew. It was a pool of shit water that went down for like several hundred feet. And once you got down several hundred feet, the shit water cleared up. But so our bard is a construct. He's basically a robot. So our bard happens to be a construct. He was able to go into the pool of shit water with no problems. And he went all the way down to the bottom. And he found a tunnel made of copper. And he's convinced that we need to go that way. But a couple of the rest of us put together that, well... Okay. What's it comboing with? Shot across the bow. Interesting. But yeah, so like we don't want to go in there, and we're convinced that is another entrance to the sewers, because we knew there were other entrances to the sewers that we had just not seen yet. So we're convinced it's another entrance to the sewers. He's convinced there's secrets down there, but he hasn't convinced any of the rest of us to actually go down in there, and he's kind of pissed off that we're not entering the sewers with him, or entering the shit water with him. So yeah, he's kind of annoyed. So he was complaining for the better part of an hour and a half about us being in here and not listening to him, while I was trying to scout find directions. Keep in mind, it's a dungeon, the Rogue Scouts, so I'm doing a lot of work. Also, our DM doesn't want to give us a map, so I have to draw our map. So it's literally I move 30 feet forwards and say, okay, now what do I see? And I draw my map and then decide where to go from there. And I'm trying to say to my team, okay, look, we have a couple of directions to go. Where do we want to go? But it's kind of me driving the, driving the party right now. And I understand that. It's not, you know what, we're going to do this just so I can get the, do I get the shot bow with this? Shot bow bonus? No, because I don't have the shot bow. I just don't want that, I'll be honest. So, it's not the most engaging thing for my team, and I completely understand that. Okay, we're going to do this. It's going to piss him off, but... Okay. I'm just going to go, and I'm just going to do the blank shrine over here. Okay. Nothing amazing, but nothing lost. 51 shells. Not going to be able to get the compressed air tank. And I don't want anything else that he has. Don't want bullet time. Don't really want the helix. Don't really want the crossbow. We're going to move on. So, the dude's complaining about us kind of just doing our, about basically me just driving the dungeon. And I understand that. I do. I understand that it's not as fun as, I'm having, kind of searching around. And, we're basically just waiting for the next combat is basically what we're talking about. I don't really know what's going on with this thing right now. Usually it goes through. Now it's just blowing up. And I guess it's okay. It's lovely. No. So yeah, I understand. But then he spends an hour and a half talking to this dwarf, and we call him to task on it. We're like, okay, well, because the DM was trying to get us to get something done this session. And the bard's like, well, what do you mean we didn't get anything done this session? I'm like, dude, we spent an hour and a half talking to this dwarf. We did not. I'm like, dude, look at the timestamps. We spotted the dwarf at 11 o'clock. It is now 12:30. You spent an hour and a half talking to this dwarf. So it's that feeling of like, okay, well, I understand that you don't like dungeon diving, but at least all of us were part of it, or could have been part of it. You spent an hour and a half talking to a dwarf who we were ready to just stab because we know the dwarf is evil. The dwarf's not evil. The dwarf's evil. It's like he's being aggressive towards one of our party because this guy supposedly has a bounty on him. He has the girl that we need. He won't give her up, even though we told him what's going on, that we're trying to, fight this demon. It was, yeah. Yep. So, at the end of the day, it was, a whole bunch of nonsense. But, it's just one of those things, like, kind of a lack of understanding that the rest of the party needs to be involved. Like, we're sitting here while he's doing bullshit, and, he's doing bard bullshit. And if you play D&D, you know that bards do bullshit. We also... Ow. We also understand that bards do bullshit. Normally, we don't mind bards doing bullshit. But the problem is, usually when he does his bardic bullshit, it means that the rest of us aren't doing anything. Like, we're just sitting around waiting for him to finish his bardic bullshit. He held a concert in the middle of the night. And we're trying to figure out, okay, what should we be doing because he's doing this. He ends up getting some, 2,000 platinum from that. None of the rest of us have, any money whatsoever. So he just gets free shit tons of money. Which, okay, fine. He rolled a natural 20 on the bardic check. For those of you who are curious how we got so much money. Also, money's inflated in this session. But still, he got a shit ton of money. But, while he was doing that, we weren't doing anything. And I felt bad because I was trying to figure out what to do with myself at the time. So I went and found, the DM made, a thieves casino for me, basically, where I would have thieves I could talk to, get some information, fence some shit. I felt bad because I was spending some time in there. So I spent, 20 minutes in there. He spent, 45 minutes doing this freaking thing. So yeah, it just, irritating. Just part of that thing. See, I've been playing a fair amount of D&D, which has been fun, and playing a lot of Magic. And I'm being reminded just how much Magic is a this is not really the word I'm looking for here, but I'm being reminded how much Magic is kind of a pay-to-win game. And, you know, some people are going to agree with me on this, some people are not. But really in Magic, if you don't have the money to pay for... Wow, how often do you see a brown chest down here? I'm probably going to skip that chest entirely. Or at least try to lockpick it. Actually, I'm going to teleporter it. But yeah, like, if you're playing Magic, you need the cards. So what ended up happening is, and I think I mentioned this on a previous episode, I was just there one day, and one of the staff members reaches out to me and goes, hey, look, you know, there's a tournament about to begin. Do you want in? And I'm like, dude, I really appreciate you asking. Thank you much, but I don't have a deck I could run. And he goes, well, I'll tell you what. How about you run my deck? And I was taken aback because I'm fairly new to this gaming store, so I didn't expect to be, you know, that level of like offer to be extended to me. But I said, you know what, sure, I will run your deck. So Red's deck, it was goblins. I really enjoyed how the deck ran. I have never really run a red aggro deck like that before, so I was really kind of pleased by how this deck ran and what I could do with it. So I was like, hell yeah, man, this is an awesome deck. I really like it. It was like, great. So I went and made the deck. I don't have all the cards yet, but I had most of them. And so, hello, Sailor. Oh, and Turkey. Okay. So yeah, I ended up making the deck, and I really go ahead and buy that because this dude exists. We'll go ahead and play with him later. I'm gonna go ahead and send this down to the next floor. So I made the deck. I'm still missing a couple cards, and missing most of the sideboard. And I ended up fighting or playing against this kind of really powerful artifacts deck, which this artifact deck relies on having all of its artifacts out, and I was just having a little bit of trouble dealing with it because I didn't. You know, we're just gonna go ahead and open this. That's an item that so this artifact deck relies on having a lot of its artifacts out, so it was this thing like, if I could have disrupted his artifacts, I would have won. And the problem is, the cards that I have, which I have expressly for disrupting his artifacts, just didn't show up. So, luckily I have a fairly friendly local gaming store, and we very frequently have guys who are willing to talk to you about your deck and try to help you get better is the big idea. And, you know, they'll say, hey, look, you may want to try such a card. You may want to do this. So dude asks me outright, look, why don't you have, why aren't you using, you know, this card? And I went, card was a braid, for those of you curious. And I said, oh, I just don't have it yet. But I didn't really know the nature of the card a braid. I thought it was just, you know, a good card. Turns out it's like a $3 rare. Or something like that, or a $2 rare. So, while that's not a lot, you know, it was more than I was really interested in spending. So it was definitely one of those things that's like, okay, well, I have to... And a braid's a good card, don't get me wrong. It's a red card, and what a braid literally says is, you know, it's pay a very small amount. I can't remember the exact mana cost. But it's pay this really small fee, and you either get to deal damage to an opponent or destroy target artifacts. Or it might be artifact or enchantment, I'm not sure. That's really, really good, and it's exactly what I needed against him. It's actually in the sideboard of the dude's deck. I just haven't gotten the cards yet. But it very much was this thing of, okay, well, you need to have this rare in order to be able to be fairly viable. And that's what a lot of people have been talking about in the, hey, oiled cylinder is awesome. A lot of people have brought up cards that I could be running, but very frequently what they're bringing up is, why aren't you running this or that rare? One of the rares that I got, Goblin Chain Whirler, is a $4.50 rare. So I was kind of displeased with that. Now keep in mind, I've only spent like $30 in the deck, maybe 35. It's not a bunch of money. And there are people who are sitting there like, Nye, you spent no money on this deck. Like, I don't understand why you're unhappy, because that is so cheap on the deck. And you're absolutely right. That amount of money is absolutely nothing for a standard deck. Most standard decks, we're talking about like $100, $200, something like that. So to spend, oh, I thought I had more health than that. Okay. I'm gonna do one more. So spending that very small amount of money on this deck is not it's not a huge dollar amount. I'm not gonna search for the other secret room. That's fine. It's not a huge dollar amount, but I didn't want to spend much. But it very much is a question of the more you spend, the more kind of the more money, or the more you're likely to win. I've been doing a lot of drafting, and there are these very specific rares that if you, god damn it, if you snag these rares, some of them are $30 to $40. Like, in a recent draft I ran, I was able to pull, $30 worth of stuff, and that's without rare drafting. That was just 2 cards that I happened to pull were worth that much, which is kind of awesome. Like, that's kind of an awesome thing. And where is this dude? But it's definitely a thing. Like, these are expensive things, and these cards make things win. Like, that is just a part of the game. But it was definitely a kind of annoyed feeling of, yeah, if I don't put bunches of monies into the game. I say this having spent, I actually did spend recently about $100 getting a bunch of cards for a commander deck. Okay. Challenge mode, you say. Gorgon's Gaze, Rat's Revenge. Cool. Goodbye. Get my ammo. What are you going to give me? You're going to give me... What did you get? The Pitchfork, which has a combo with... For Pitch Perfect, which gives me my green fire. Green fire never goes out. So basically I have fire that burns eternally. I wonder how well that works on bosses. Curious. Not a bad weapon. Yeah, so I think that's one of the reasons why I'm more likely to play Commander than I am to play anything else. Because at the very least with Commander, I only need 1 copy of each of these expensive cards. In Standard, you need like 4 copies of each of these expensive cards. I like the idea of not having to spend that much. Can I get a black market? Black market, please, and thank you. Would appreciate a black market. Why are you not dead yet? You are burning with the green fire. You should be dead. You got a key. You got 2 keys. Do I want the map? Maybe. If I can't find the secret room in a very obvious position, we'll use the map. But yeah, so, I'm having fun with it. Not sure if I want a blue chest. I might, since it's not a particularly good chest, what I might do is I might consider putting that chest in the chest teleporter and see where it shows up. Like, you know, does it show up on the rats floor, or does it show up on, does it show up on the next floor on chamber 4? If I get another, okay, that was close. If I get another key. Book of Chest Anatomy sucks. If I had known it was that, I would have pressed the go to the next floor button. I mean, not that I can do much better than green at this point, to be honest with you. Since I did get a red chest, a green chest is about the best I can really hope for. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It's a good community. I think that's the biggest reason I'm having fun with this with playing Magic, is that the community is good. If it was a bunch of assholes, I would not have continued playing. I'll open a blue chest. 1911. And a secret room which contains ammo, which is one of those things that I actually do not need. Okay, so we'll go ahead and advance this to the next floor. And hopefully it'll become a green chest. Okay. Unfortunately, no... What's what I'm looking for? No, black market. I rolled right into that. I mean, I have plenty of health, don't get me wrong. But that was damage I shouldn't have taken for any reason. Especially with a fight like this. I mean, come on, Treadnought. Dude's basically a cartoon character. Come on. Okay. Do I want to buy anything? Not really. I mean, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think you have a. Oh yeah. Oh hey, that's a pit. That's a pit right there. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun building a elf commander deck, and I'm having a lot of fun kind of looking up stuff. I was gonna build a like modern elf deck, and basically just try to screw around with it. Would have been fun. By the way, I'm gonna be taking a break after this floor, just so you know. But I think okay, so it does show up here. Let's move it on. So I'm not going to be able to open it here. Interesting. So it just shows up here because this is the next place that it could be. So that's kind of interesting to note. Okay, I need a better option than this. Yeah, I'm having fun with building this elf deck. But there's so much stuff you miss out on being out of the game as long as I was. There was actually a commander deck in 2014, so that's 4 years ago. That would have been a deck that I would have bought at the time. And keep in mind, the commander decks are about about $40. They're not inconsiderable. But it had a lot of good cards in it. So I was looking at a list of cards and trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to want for this elf deck? And I ended up looking up the list, and it's like, okay, this card's the one you want. So I was looking it up, and I was going, interesting. So where do I get this card? And, okay. That was bad. It was like, interesting. This is an interesting list. I like this list. And I looked it up, and it turns out there was a commander deck that had, like, all these cards I wanted. And a lot of these cards were mildly expensive cards. Like, $6 or $7. I mean, when I say expensive, you understand. I'm talking about expensive for me, not necessarily for, like, anybody else. But these are, like, $6 or $7 cards. So I was like, okay, so how am I supposed to get these? It's like, well, these are in this one commander deck. And I went, oh. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and buy that commander deck. How much is it? About $60. Okay. I mean, that's an easy, instead of adding all, because the other problem was I was trying to buy all these cards as what you call, as singles from a card website. And the problem with doing that is you have to end up, hoping that you get good copies. You have to deal with, shipping and everything like that. On the other hand, I could just order this pre-built deck, which has a lot of the ones that I wanted, in literally brand new condition, which I don't really care as much about the condition. That's not important to me. But I could get all of these, in brand new condition for, $15 more than I was prepared to spend anyways. It just felt like a much better deal. So it also gives me, it gives me a bunch of other cards that I may or may not end up using. The unfortunate thing about these commander decks and pre-built is they have a lot of crap in them. So they end up having these, like, that sucked. I should not have used that blank. Yeah, they have a lot of crap in them that I'm probably never going to use. Like, this is an elf deck. Why are you giving me all these beasts in it, Like, that's what I'm feeling right now. There's a bunch of these, like, gigantic beasts in there. It's like, dude, this is an elf deck. I want elves. That is the point of the deck, is to have elves. Can this break, please? I'm tired of shooting at it. Like, that is literally the thing that I did not want to happen. This guy, I mean, he's dying. There's no doubt about it. Okay, someone mentioned, and this is a bunch of episodes back for you guys now, but someone mentioned they want to see him get punched when he's, Come on, you. Come on, do that. Awesome. Someone said they want to see him get punched when he's, Ah, damn it. That sucked. When he's about to eat cheese. Okay. Ooh. Got a nice ring there. I like that. Okay. Just gotta worry about time, unfortunately. Come on. What you doing? Damn. I was trying to go for the timing on that. Ooh, got a metronome. Okay, 50 seconds left. Or 60 seconds left. Plenty of time. I mean, we're gonna beat him. I'm not worried about beating him. Get ruined. Come on, you. Come on, you. gonna get wrecked, buddy. I told you. I let you know. There was no doubt in my mind. You were getting wrecked. Bad things were happening to your face. How many keys did I get? Not enough, sadly. I wonder, can I... It's G, right? Okay, let's try that. Nah, I gotta make my decision here. That's a shame. I'm gonna take the Aged Bell. I think it's better than the chest teleport at this point. We're gonna mostly do this, mostly because I want to punch him in. Get in there. Got Blank's companion. It's okay. Okay, so the big question is, do we... Do we want to... I think I want to go for the rat transformation here. And then... I'll try to lockpick. Oh, we can't lockpick that. Okay. Should have lockpicked one of the chests. Oh well. Got the rat transformation. Okay, guys. I'm going to go take a break. I'll be back in the near-ish future. And we'll continue. Would you look at that? I'm back. Y'all didn't even know I was gone. Don't lie, you didn't. Okay. What are we going to use? I'm going to use the... we haven't really ever used the gunbow. Really, if you think about it. If you really think about it. That's because its damage falls off really fast, doesn't it? So yeah, 2.5 hours of meetings. Straight. Like, it's one thing if it's 2.5 hours of meetings, like, total. But, you know, that's not what I get. I get 2.5 hours of meetings in a row. Thankfully, some stuff got done. I'm a lot happier right now than I was about that meeting going in. Also, we are metronoming up here. It's actually kind of exciting. Alright, let's pull out the partially eaten cheese. Okay. Don't know where this jerk is, but I'll find out. Hi, friend. Man, it just instantly knows where to fire this thing. Oh, don't you dare with me right now. Man, we get so much ammo. No. Also no. Did you see that bank shot? That bank shot was hot. That one a little bit less so. Man, these bank shots, like, amazing. Just amazing. Can I get clone, please? Okay, apparently we're going to be running with rocket launcher. RPG, because I'm dumb and picked it up. Hopefully we will pick up another weapon in the relatively near future. Do you not do that? Like, I prefer if you didn't do spinny bullshit in my face. Also, if it becomes relevant, we can steal. I don't know if it's going to become relevant, but... Who knows? Maybe the shop will have something relevant. Shop, do you have something relevant? Nope. Not in the slightest. I mean, he has Knife Shield. Knife Shield's okay. If I had a combo for Knife Shield, I'd go for it. Excuse you. Can you, like, thank you. Ratting it up here. As long as I hit a couple of shots in a row, you know. Okay, well, so much for that. Let's find a gun to use that doesn't have that problem. Tell you what. I want to see a full power Elementaler. Like, this is how you have fun right here. You get an Elementaler to get full power, and then you just start laughing at your opponents as they get cheesed. Who am I facing? Is it Blockner? Blockner, are you having fun? Is this a good day for you, sir? Are you enjoying yourself? Okay. Ooh, green chest. I like that. Yoink. Sure, apparently we're running with a commando for a bit. Can you get shot, please? Thank you. Okay, I don't need you. Like, I can aim just fine. I don't need the auto assist, which is apparently really bad at its job. On the plus side, we got a thing. I'm so happy we got that money. You don't even know. You don't even know. That money is going to be very important to me in the future, I promise. I am being 100% facetious. That money is not going to be useful ever. Go away, please. Please don't do that. Look, that thing you're doing, can you not do it? I'd be happier if you didn't, and I think you'd be happier too. Hello. Okay, I need to switch guns, sadly. Sad, but true. Why did I do that? I've already found my... Okay, I'm just bad. Don't mind me. I like it when my guns have more bullets. Or not more bullets, but heavier bullets. More damaging bullets. Get cheesed. Normally, I don't really like using the Elementaler because, let's face it, it's cheating. But, man, when you have the Elementaler as the rat, life just be good, yo. What do we got going on over here? Specialty. Hi. Sure, why not? I think we win, right? Did we just win? I think we just won. I think we just won. Don't even. You don't even have to worry about it. You can just fall over. Okay. That was close. Give me a clone. Master round comboing with the Chief Master. Okay, cool. I have so much health. Unfortunately, that health is gonna go away really quick when I get the when I have to buy something at the shop. Maybe I'll just steal everything at the shop. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. But man, I have so much health. It's not even funny. Because there was a amount of health that was hysterical. No, don't you dare. God. Bye. God, this gun is so good. Sure, I'll just take more ammo for it constantly. Let's never have to work again. Ow! That guy shot me. Like, in the face. Ow. Really annoying room. Look, I'm moving on, okay? We're leaving. There was a dude over there. I love this gun. This gun and me, we're such good friends. Because I am just the best friend to guns. No. I'm thinking that scene from Mean Girls. I'm such a good friend. I want more damage. Give me more damage. Give me more damage. I'll think about it. Ah, shit. I should not have done that. Yeah, well, we'll get the Vorpal gun. I'm gonna get the Vorpal gun, but I'm gonna think Abyssal Tentacle. I shouldn't have done that. That was silly. That was silly to do that. The game does not want me to have this extra health. It's like, I know you have the damage. Or, I know you have the money. Here, have all of these. Other guy? Yeah. Boss, I don't really care. Like, I kind of just want to steal all his shit, to be honest with you. I love watching my enemies melt. The lamentations of their women. There were enemies in here for a second. They just vanished. Where did they go? Who knows? Amazing. It's like there's an enemy somewhere in that direction. I don't know where, but you know. No. Yeah. Don't you do that to me. I am the rat, damn it. I'm getting my revenge. You know what? Screw it. Do we need that much health? I don't think we need that much health. You know what we need? You know what we need? We need a Chaos Amulet. Oh, I'm not going to be able to have everything. Damn. Yes, I will. Bye. I don't want those. I do want this. Okay. This is gonna be so stupid. Starting with the Potion of Bloodskin. Damn it, I'm gonna run out of ammo. Damn. That sucks. What gun am I gonna use? That's how cool I am. It's gonna take too long. Don't mind me, I am still invincible. Damn, I kind of want to do the, you know... I kind of wish to do the advanced drag with the setup we have now. You know, just complete and total invincibility. Oh, well, I mean... If you're going to be like that... Really? Really, we're doing that? I mean, I can make fun of you too, buddy. Bye! Oh, he had his heart broken. How terrible. How sad. Do you have anything I care about? Gonna buy a key. Man, I could have actually used that. No? What about in here? No? What about in here? Oh well. There's a secret room around here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Tell you what. I need ammo. That sounds good. I'm the rat! They're gonna try to splat the rat. They're not gonna splat the rat, but they're gonna try to splat the rat. Okay, game. Let's do it. Here's the deal. Give me clone. Give it to me. Give me clone and I'll let you kill me. Because there ain't no way in hell you're killing me otherwise. Like, you're not doing it. You're not gonna kill me unless clone happens. You think the game even thinks it has a chance? Like, is it diluted? Or does it acknowledge the fact that, you know... okay. I think it acknowledges the fact that death is on the way, that death is following on swift wings. Look, y'all were upgraded when I killed you, okay? Like, don't even pretend that you had a chance. Something died in there. Okay. There were enemies. Now there are not. I like it when that happens. No. Come on, game. S to your chest. Come on. Let's do it. Come on, game. Let's do it. Just give me my S to your chest. I deserve it. You know I deserve it. And S to your chest, because I'm worth it. Where'd you go? No. Is there... Oh. Is there something else alive in here that I don't know about? Apparently. Tell you what, I'm gonna be over here. Y'all have fun. I like ammo. I like when the game gives me ammo when I'm super powered. It's like, apparently the game wants this one gun to do this entire floor for me. You still alive? It's so good. It's so good. So game, about that clone. Because there ain't no way in hell you're beating me otherwise. I mean, it's giving me keys. You like keys, right? Right? Like, these are things that you enjoy? It's like, yeah, game, I like keys, but a lot earlier in the game. It's not going to save you. You like ammo, right? Yeah, buddy boy, but not enough to save you. But please, keep on offering. Keep on putting your okay offerings down on the altar of Nye. Okay. No. That was mildly close. You guys think I should full clear? I mean, considering everything in here dies instantly, I mean... And I do mean that. Like, the only thing that doesn't die instantly are things that can't. I guess. Boss. Let's full clear, because it's only going to take, like, another 15 seconds. Oh, okay. Here we go. Bye. There was a jammed enemy in there. And that was the full clear. Okay. Let's go do things, I guess. Yeah, you do that. Yep. Just gonna stand right here. Sadly, I'm gonna... Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna run out of ammo where he is. But that's okay. I'll take damage. Hey, I need ammo. Oh, okay, we're good. Well, that was fun. We have Standing Still Simulator 2018. Could face tank all of his remaining damage if I wanted to. Like, I do enough damage that I don't think he even has a chance to stop it at this point. No. This is exciting gameplay. This is the most exciting run I have ever done. Can you just feel the hate off of him? Oh, also, no. No. Bye! You can just feel it, can't you? The hatred, the you cannot possibly be fucking kidding me right now. Please, keep throwing shit directly at me. I need you to hit me, please. Hit me. Hit me. I had to hit myself, damn it. Hit me again. Thank you. Bye. I almost ran out of ammo there. Going down together. Let's see. Right? Right here? No. Right there. Boom! Okay. See? I'm dead. I was caught in the explosion. You see? Obviously, that's how it works. Oh my god. 4 invincibility items. Was that 5? Parsley, cheese, bell, star, lead skin. Yeah, 4 invincibility items. Even without coolness, I was basically invincible 24/7. It was standing still simulator. That item. Wins runs. It should not be as common as it is. Thanks for joining me, guys. I love you all. I'll see y'all later.